All right, what is up, my friends? 10 new brews, and in the end, the brews we shared. The last brew, the 10th brew, and I managed to squeeze in a Squirrel deck and a Braids deck at the same time. Those are both things that I wanted to do. I got to the end, and I'm like, man, I really want to build a Squirrel deck, and I want to build a Braids deck. Why not build both? So there aren't enough Squirrels to field an actual Squirrel deck. I looked, there aren't, but Chatterfang Squirrel General is a pretty sweet card. 3-mana legend, 3/3, Forest Walk, sure. Whenever one or more tokens will be created under your control, you make that many tokens and that many squirrels. Which is pretty sick, actually. So we're now attacking on an extra 1/1 to every token we can make. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So you make tokens with Bitter Blossom. Make tokens with any clue token with Tower Striker is awesome. Tokens with Nissa. And of course, the best Planeswalker in the set, Grist the Hunger Tide. No matter for a 3/3 Planeswalker. It's a creature. It being a creature doesn't really matter in this deck, but sure. +1 to make a token and mill a card. -2 to sack a creature and kill a Planeswalker or creature, which is insane. And then the -5 is not super relevant in this deck. But most importantly, it makes creatures and it can kill things by sacking creatures. So we can make a lot of creatures in this deck. We got Chitterfang, we got Nissa Voices, Zendikar. And then what are we going to do with all these squirrels and creatures? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to sack them to frickin' Braids. I love Braids. Braids is freaking awesome. If you've never cast Braids before, someone in chat earlier compared Braids to Doom Foretold. All right, I'm not trying to rag on them in particular, but any Zoomers who don't know how Braids works, Braids is unreal. Braids hits lands and you can't stop it. So Braids is phenomenal. Really, really good card. An auto win against decks like Tron or decks that aren't playing many permanents. Braids is the nuts, by the way. Braids is the nuts. And so we got Braids here. We also got Verasco, which can kill things and sack squirrels to draw cards, which is really cool. And to make all this happen, we're looking into our Arbor Elf engine again. So 4 Arbor Elf, 4 Utopia Sprawl to cast our stuff early on. 4 Thoughtseize, 2 Push for a little, good cards. 23 lands, including 1 copy of Westvale Abbey. With a little something to do on the top. And Ormondal, Profane Prince possibly here as well. Sideboard's got cards in it. More squirrels here in Toski. We got Force of Vigor. We got Endurance.
2 short years.
Teal Run, resub, 2 years. Thanks, Teal Run. Appreciate it. Collector Oof, Veil of Summer. You get the idea. You get the idea. Make squirrels, sack squirrels. Make squirrels, sack squirrels. I'm pumped. You should be too. Who's excited for our last brew here? Any brew you missed, folks. The deck is also called Phat, Gus and Company. There are no companies in the deck, I guess, but Phat, Gus and Friends. And if you get the reference, then you're cool. You're cool. All right. Let's go. We're brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
It was Fat Gus. Then it was Fantastic Gus. Then it was back to being Fat Gus again. And Fat Gus is a real squirrel. You can watch his adventures on Mark Rober's YouTube. And but let's go here. Squirrel time. Again, all the brews are going to be up on YouTube over the next 10 days. And then maybe a little more than that. We'll see. 10, 11 days. So far, Nahiri Boom's already up. I think the Hogak deck goes up tonight. And we played a ton of awesome decks. If you want to see all of the decks, all right, you want to see every single deck list, my thoughts on each deck, my thoughts on the potential viability of each deck. It's all tomorrow. CoolStuffInc.com, my article tomorrow. We'll have every deck list, and it will have all my stuff. You can company into a Grist, yes. Die roll, win the die roll. 2-lander, Arbor Elf, Grist, Thoughtseize. This is an easy keep. Let's keep this right now. Right here, right now. I need you right now. My thoughts on Monkey Prison. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Monkey Prison. I'm going to skip that one. All right, so we're just going to basic Forest here. Play Arbor Elf, and hopefully it doesn't die. So we have turn 2 Planeswalker, which is great. Let's go. Reanimator or Enchantress. Enchantress was cool. Our build wasn't perfect, obviously. Reanimator needed some work. Needed some work for sure. Oh, no. Don't lava my poor elf. All right, so that's fine. So now I gotta draw land, which we can do obviously. Oh, there we go, perfect. All right, so Thoughtseize, you Mountain Lightning Bolt. What else you got going on? Oh my God, their Scapeshift deck. This is probably really bad for us, honestly. We're like a fun grindy deck. I guess we have Braids, so we need to draw Braids. We need to draw Braids now. Primetime Scapeshift Explore Dryad. Grist can kill the Dryad, which is pretty good. All right, we'll take the Explore here. So they have Scapeshift and Titan, so it's not like we're taking off anything. All right, I mean, sure. They drew Stomping Ground and played it, sure. All right, so Grist time. Just get a Forest. Gristia. Plus Grist. Mill a card, make an insect, say go. Now if they play Dryad, we can just kill it. You can play Chatterfang. Probably just Nissa, actually. I guess Chatterfang attacks, but... And then we just gotta draw Braids, basically. That's a Mountain, that's a Foothills, that's a Dryad. So, must draw Braids. Must draw Braids. Otherwise, we're screwed. That's, like, okay. I mean, it's not great. All right, we're going to... Let's just cast Thoughtseize and start from there. Like, we're obviously going to sack this creature to kill this Dryad. And then if we take the Titan... Let's just start by Thoughtseizing and see what they do. Alright, so all they have is Mountain Scapeshift. So, we want to play Chitterfang, I think, as it attacks for more damage. And then next turn we can go Grist, Nissa, token, or whatever. And probably race them. I want another black source for whatever, it's fine. So yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, the Chatterfang first, so... Wait turn to kill Dryad. I mean, like, if they draw another land, they can just play two lands next turn. And we just need to keep them off Escape Shift and 7 lands, so... Kill this. The clock's going to be pretty quick, all things considered, so... Let's get squirrely, folks. Because next turn we're going to make 4 tokens, and the turn after we can pump with Nissa. So we have a pretty fast clock here. Just don't draw a bolt, basically. Their hand is Mountain Scapeshift. They drew a Mystery. So they're 2 lands from casting a Scapeshift. We draw Braids at any point, we should win the game on the spot, too. We didn't draw Braids. Alright, let's play Nissa. Make Plant and Squirrel. Make Insect and Squirrel. I guess we're just playing a land. I don't know, whatever, sure. And then next turn, we can attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're dead in 2 turns. The problem is, like, they drew on their land. So we have to draw Thoughtseize or Braids or we lose to Scapeshift, which is pretty stupid, but whatever. Alright. Thoughtseize or Braids. Or another Nissa, maybe. That might be enough. So lame. Alright, we lose. They just drew lands and like Escape Shift. Pretty stupid. Alright. I mean, unfortunately, aside from Braids, we just like don't interact with them at all. And oh wait. This has more text on it. Sack X Squirrels. Nah, that's not enough. Yeah. Alright, we're dead. So yeah, it's every squirrel's 1 damage. It's not nearly enough. So pretty annoying. Definitely not a very fun game in that respect. We just didn't do anything. They just like literally just played lands against Escape Shift. I mean, we weren't fast enough to kill them. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can see that the deck functioned. The deck definitely did what it was supposed to do, but I guess it did everything it was supposed to do, but draw Braids. So, all right, you win. All right, it's kind of lame, but whatever. What do we got in our sideboard here? Probably not much, honestly. Definitely haven't seen a Valakut deck in a long time. Yeah, we got nothing for them. It's Braids or bust for the most part, and they're gonna have like Anger of the Gods probably. Brutality is like a bad duress is not that exciting. Maybe Toski. Seems bad too. Force can kill Dryad. I mean, sure, yeah, it can kill Dryad, but that's like not good. Bringing like Brutality. I'm going to cut 2 trackers for 2 Toskis. Just more immediate. We're going to have time to stack clothes and stuff, so... Not a good matchup for us. We've got... It's just literally just Braids, and they have plenty of ways to actually kill Braids. So, like, the problem is that, the problem is that they have a bunch of ways to also kill Braids, and that's our only good card against them. If they were like Tron, or like Amulet, they couldn't kill the Braids most likely, but alright, we're gonna mulligan. I mean, I guess we keep. Alright, sure. Guess we'll fetch a duel. Brutal. Just brutal. Could have gone to 5, but whatever. Like, we'll duress their ramp spell, play tracker, and just hope it's good enough. Nope, they have Search tomorrow. Alright, tilt. Yeah, I mean, the way my deck is built, like, it just seems like an almost unwinnable matchup, so... Yeah, I mean... So we're going to duress... Do we pitch a land to drain here? Maybe? Sure. We have Tracker to draw more cards. They have Bolt and Anger. Ugh. Alright. I mean, we just got nothing. Like, we just got nothing. It's just like just a fundamentally, like, you know, it's like playing, Burn against 4-main deck Orioc champions, you know, like, what are you going to do? Another search, play Valakut. They drew Valakut return, sure. Bitter Blossom, yeah. I mean, alright, so play Bitter Blossom. We'll play Tracker next turn, and then get some clues. Not good. Not good. That's okay though. The deck clearly functions. Like the deck, we actually popped off last game, but it just didn't matter because like the things they're doing don't matter for the things that we're doing, kind of thing. So like, I'd say play 2 of those, sure. But this matchup, it doesn't matter what we do, unfortunately. All right, so play Tracker, get a clue. They're probably just playing tight next turn. We're going to lose. Again, I mean, Braids is good, but they can just kill the Braids too, unfortunately. So this is sort of like the crux of these like big mana decks, where they're just like, they have some matchups where they're just like completely lopsided. Like, this deck can never beat Storm, you know, but it also can never lose to a deck like this. All right, there's your Anger, sure. Okay. They played... Sure. So they only have 2 cards in hand. I mean, like, they have almost all mountains, so their Valakut's live already. We should know a way to deal with it. Nissa, Voice of Zendikar. Okay. I mean... I could just, like, play Nissa as, like, a pump effect next turn for, like, the 3 tokens in play. Sure. Yeah, Valakut, Titantron, all definitely. Like for example, that Enchantress deck we just played probably never beats Tron. Just can't beat Ugin or Ulamog or Karn or any of those cards. It looks like they're flooding though. They're I mean they have enough mountains to start Valakuting stuff, but we're at 18, we're at 16. Draw Catacombs. I mean we can't stick a Braids anymore because they have the fetch lands, but let's draw out the clue. I mean, there's actually no way they have a spell in their hand. Unless it's like Anger or Bolt. Nissa. Right, we'll just attack for one, play Nissa, and plus it. They can kill the Nissa if they want to, but if we minus it next turn, it's much more damage. If they use their fetches to kill it, also fine. Cinderglade, get Mountain. Oh, I'm sorry, they couldn't deal 6. So they deal 3. They're gonna target. Maybe just me. Sure. So I'm probably just dead. What are you gonna do? All decks tomorrow. CoolStuffInc.com in the article. Am I dead? Yeah. Ooh, Protector of Argoth. I guess. I mean, 2 more lands? Sure. They let me untap and minus my Nissa. I might have a chance this game. Okay. Yeah. They have 2 bolts at the ready. We can Grist to kill the Titania. They're going to get 2 5/3s. So they get 2 5/3s, and they can bolt twice. They probably just bolt us twice and we just lose, because like now any draw is good for them. Like Valakut gets into these spots where like literally every card in their deck is at least a lightning bolt. One card. All right. I mean, yeah, let it ride, I guess. Attack, attack, attack. We're at 4. We have 2 blockers for the elementals. Well, I guess they just like play land and kill one of the blockers. We're just whatever. We're just dead. Doesn't matter what we do. We're just fucking dead. Whatever. All right. Next match. Definitely not. I mean, I'm sure if you wanted to win that match, if you could find a way, you could like play certain cards or whatever. But yeah, not a winnable matchup. How the decks are currently constructed, unless we can stick a Braids and they don't have an answer. So what are you gonna do? Well, 0-1. We did pop off in game 1 too. Like they killed our elf. We Thoughtseize them. We got our planeswalkers in play. Made a bunch of tokens. Killed their creatures. But like it just didn't matter. I was their 1-card combo deck, and with enough time. And our deck is not going to kill them super fast. So, all right, on the butt. I guess. Sure. All right, so let's play Arbor Elf. They go. Pretty fair looking hand here. Looking for some synergies with our Bitter Blossom. Oh, please let me playing Burn. Come on. Oh, thank God. Esper Sentinel. Sure. That's like fine. Overgrown Tomb. So we'll pay the tax here, which is fine. You can either Thoughtseize or Bitter Blossom again next turn. We'll see what they do. See what they do. Meddling Mage. Fire away. You fire away, my friend. Humble Humanity says, Factor Myth. You can win every game of Magic you play. It is not a truth, but if you treat it as a truth, you'll be a better Magic player. They named Fatal Push. We got 2 of those in our deck. $17. Catacombs. All right. Let me just Thoughtseize here. We need to draw a synergy piece to go with our Bitter Blossoms. We've only drawn Bitter Blossoms in land so far, so... Oh my God. Their hand is Spellbinder, Reflector Mage, Skyclave. Pretty busted. Honestly, the Spellbinders are terrible against Bitter Blossom. Reflector Mage is a bit annoying, but Skyclave is like the most annoying. I mean, Skyclave takes Bitter Blossom. We just like cast another Bitter Blossom. Which is... Like, I don't think I actually want 2 Bitter Blossoms in play. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. We're at 7. We're about to be at 15. Bitter Blossoms are not taxed right now. That is true. This is the first spell. I don't think this card's very good, honestly. It's good against, like, you know, opt decks or like bolt decks, prowess decks, but I guess we Skyclave. And now we can actually just like play a fetch land, get Bitter Blossom. I'll actually need to play Tomb. I only have 1 swamp in the deck. So this is like a little painful, but we need to draw some sort of synergy piece to go with our Bitter Blossom. Bitter Blossom is not a card you can win the game with by itself. Like, it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, it used to be a card you can win the game by itself. That is no longer true. So they're going to Reflector Mage, sure. We need things to do with it. Bounce that, take 3, sure. So now we're on a 5-turn clock. Or we'll draw nothing. That works too, I guess. We're only playing 3 of these. You usually don't want more than 1 in play. Alright, sure. Alright, we're dead. Yeah. Alright, whatever. Next game. Alright, fine. You win. You win, opponent. You got me. Alright, so we don't really have a lot for a matchup like this, because a matchup like this like seems pretty good for us, honestly. We just have like a lot of removal, a lot of blockers, but obviously our hand that game just kind of sucked. We can bring in the Brutalities, I think, as like a bad removal spell. I think it's fine. And shave down on... Doesn't seem like a great Braids match. I guess we're on the play. Braids is really good. Thoughtseize... You could like shave 2 Thoughtseizes, I think. All their cards are pretty like equal power level, so... Try it again. We found Braids. We're going to mulligan. Sure. I guess. So, we'll go Elf. We have 4 mana on turn 2, but nothing to actually do with it yet. Toski's for, like, control decks, grindy decks, decks that like, play longer game, can't really kill it, and so on and so forth. Opponent mulligans a 5. Good. I'm glad. It's not Monkey Prism. This deck's actually, like, totally fine. Like, awful matchup in round 1. Didn't draw any spells in game 2 there, or in round 1, in game 1 of there. Aether Vial, sure. Sick.
Bingo!
Sick. Okay, so now we're going to... I guess let's get a forest. Sprawl. Black. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. There we go. Is that better? Is that a better start to our game now? We have to draw a spell? Huh? Y'all like that? Is there like blue-white humans? Esper Sentinel? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Sure. Come on now. More spells, please. Arbor Elf. Don't think these are really worth killing. I don't think I want to sack a land and draw a card here. We do have double Arbor Elf, though. Alright, sure. Let's float. This is like a little aggressive, but... Alright, so... I'm not going to Brutality to kill a freaking 1-1. If they have Lethalia's Lieutenant, things get a little awkward, but... play Elf. Play Tomb. Just say go. I don't know why I ever talk. Alright, so... What? Oh, sorry. Veracity goes to 1. Untap. Read your Braids. That's pretty dope, actually. I could buy Braids here. So we say go. They sack a permanent. And we can just block with the Braids. So, like, that works out great. That's why Braids is, like, honestly fine against these decks, too. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Okay. Can we just draw a Planeswalker, please? I can't even cast Planeswalker if we draw it. Oh yeah, I can. I can minus the Vraska and kill the Thalia, right? Yeah. All right, we're second land. I think we're actually like about to win the game. So kill Thalia. Oh, that's 2 power. I'm so stupid. Right, whatever. I screwed up. I thought it was 1, but yeah, we still win. I mean, like, the game's actually a little tenuous here, but that's fine. So kind of another kind of a weird hand, but run it back. Run it back. Wish we had a little more removal in my deck. I'm not gonna lie, but is it crazy to play this card just as a blocker? There's so many things that are good against non-creature spells that, and their creatures aren't actually that big. That just like flashing that in and blocking a thing. Chat says, "Hey, Braids is dope." I know, right? I know. Yeah, I'm gonna cut 2 Thoughtseize and bring in the Endurances. I know it looks weird, but like, I think that a 3/4 blocker with Reach is actually like pretty good against them, especially on the draw. Where like if they're gonna tax us. Like, attack with Thalia, we just flash it in and block. Seems pretty cool, actually. Braids is nuts. It's a squirrel joke. Hand's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Yes, they could have. That game was not over yet. We were probably sacking Braids in our next turn, but they were going to lose a land, go to 1 land. They had very few resources left, so. Braids is an old school Magic card. Players who haven't played against things like, you know, Braids, Tangle Wire, Smokestack don't recognize like how to play on those effects always. So Bitter Blossom, that's pretty good. All right, so land Arbor Elf. Next we have Bitter Blossom Push, potentially. Smokestack Pog, indeed. Champion of the Parish. Okay. I mean, we can just like push this. Should probably just kill that. All right, we're gonna play Bitter Blossom. They have a Skyclave here. It's pretty annoying, but like I can just kill it with Brutality, I guess. So untap this, and I guess I can just wait on killing the champion. There's no reason to anything that would put him at tax I can just respond to. So I don't know why I did that. Actually, that was stupid. All right, we're gonna respond to this. So they can't put in the Esper Sentinel and make him draw a card. Sure. They can play a bunch of humans here and grow a champion. Things get awkward, but we could have just Brutality the champion that was already in play. Oh my god. All right. Obviously, Bitter Blossom can be a force field if necessary. Planeswalker. We just can't do it. We just can't do it. All right. So we're gonna. Do I want to drain? I don't think so. Just gonna kill this. Play this. Attack for 1. Say go. All right. So we'll just draw like one of our Planeswalkers. Let's draw our Squirrel. Let's draw a Tyros Tracker. Like there are many, many good draws in our deck right now. Sure. We can't kill champions at 3/3. Like, we're just gonna block. We're sort of in the force field abyss here, so deck needs card draw. We're playing 4 Tyros Trackers. That's so many Tyros Trackers. All right, it's gonna be a 3/1. A Skyclave, gross. Pretty gross. She can draw a spell here, honestly. It'd be really nice if we drew a spell. That's a frickin' spell. There we go. Let's hear it for the best card ever printed, please. Right back in the game. Right back in the game. Okay. I mean, if they have Path here, we're in trouble, but whatever. They don't. They have Sixth. And sure. Tyros Tracker all day. Tyros Tracker all day. Enchantress was fun. Definitely watch the video on YouTube. Deck wasn't built ideally. Obviously, it was our first shot at the deck, but Sack Canopy Land, love it. Definitely some legs, though, for sure. I'm going to block with the Arbor Elf. Just not take 4 here. I guess if I draw Grist, though, I want to use the Grist. I'll take 4, sure. There's no more Bitter Blossom in play, so we can always just discard a card to Brutality and just gain some life, too, so. Okay. Don't be a Reflector Mage. Spellbinder. That's annoying, but sure. Now Brutality costs 4. Spells, please. Spells, please. Are you serious? Come on. All right. We got to kill Spellbinder with the Brutality. We're going to discard a card. That costs 4. I'm just gonna do this. We'll use Arbor Elf to block the stupid thingy. Actually, it costs 5. Otherwise, they draw a card. Christ. All right, so back to 8. I prefer if they didn't draw more spells here. They've drawn 2 lands, all spells with Vial in play, which is not good for us. We got a lot of clues. Don't play Lieutenant. You son of a... Auriok Champion. Okay. That's, like... annoying? Like, it's a thing. I mean, it's... I guess. I can't really kill it, but I don't know if I need to kill it. Like... Alright. For the love of God, just draw a spell. Braids. Alright, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's cool enough with the champion being so big. It's a question of what do I even sacrifice? Like, or what do I even block with when they attack? If I was at 8... See what they sacrifice here. Probably a Sentinel, I would think. Okay. So now, what do I block with? Like, do I block with Braids and keep Tracker in play? Do I block with Tracker and keep Braids in play? Like, I don't think leaving Braids in play is good enough. You probably got to block with the Braids here. If we had, like, any other... Like, we could just untap with Tracker and Braids in play. We'd be in, like, an insane shape. But I think we got to jump with the Braids. They have 2 cards in hand. We have a bunch of clues. We should draw a freaking spell or 2. And honestly, this Tracker will be big enough to fight this champion soon enough. So, sorry, Braids. Under the bus. Vial number 2? Sure. So, untap. Starcrack and clues. Westvale Abbey? Oh my god. This is a whatever flyer. Spellbinder? Sure. They really have drawn all gas this game, unfortunately. I mean, now our spells aren't taxed, which is cool. Alright, let's start drawing spells. Told you Braids and nuts. Oh, that's going to be good, I think. That's going to be good. The problem is this freaking champion is just like a little too big. They need to not draw a spell next turn. If I can trade Tracker for the champion and Endurance for the spell and kill the thing, I think we're going to win. But if they can draw a human they can put in and make this a 6/6, or an 8/8, I mean, I think we're going to lose. Isn't the entire human deck gas? I mean, except for the lands and Aether Vials. Like, they can just draw a land for once, you know? Alright. Just gonna say go. We can always also block the... They got a brick here. Just please don't draw a spell. We need 1 turn of bricking. Just 1 turn. Alright. Could have been worse, I guess. Now, if I want to, I can crack 2 clues and just trade Tracker with Champion. I also take freaking a lot of damage, though. We draw a lot of cards too, though. All right, we're gonna trade the tracker for the champion of the parish. Go to 4, and we'll just hopefully draw some spells, and then we can untap. Endurance deals with the flyer, and we just like do some stuff. Now that they're attacking like this, we could just flash in Endurance, chump block the champion. All right, never mind. Change of plans. Now that they're attacking with this, actually I like flashing in Endurance here and just blocking. Let's crack a clue first and see what's up. See what we draw. We could draw like push, something like that too. So crack a clue, draw grist. Grist is good. Yeah, we're gonna flash in Endurance, just block this champion of the parish. Just chump block. Or should add up basics now? Wow. Alright, so this also gives me an extra blocker too. And Grist can kill the Spellbinder. Alright, let's untap and draw. God, we draw a lot of freaking lands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Is that clue? That's a good draw. That's a good draw. Grist costs 1 extra for this. Then we sack the thing and kill the flyer. Yeah, so the planeswalker or creature on the stack, yeah. Oh wait, right. That's pretty cool. Okay. You're totally right. I didn't really even realize that. So we actually get to crack a clue here and see what we draw. Yeah, we're not going to play the fetch land because we need a life. Bitter Laws is not too good right now, but sure. All right, so we're going to play Arbor Elf. We're going to sack Arbor Elf. Kill the flyer. And we're going to say go. And as long as I don't draw an absolute heater here, I think we're fine. Once again, just please brick for a turn. And I think if we get to untap here, we fully stabilize. Tyler Tracker, best card ever, in case you're wondering. Just brick. Draw land. Land, Vial, an Auriok Champion. Just don't draw a card that affects the board. They're blue-white. Yeah, that's a comeback. That's my boy. That's my boy Grisp. That's my girl Tyler's Tracker. You love to see it.
After it was all over, we took us in the house and served us pancakes.
Freaking non-believers, you know? Everyone's like, this nigga's stupid. You're all stupid. Braids is stupid. No, you're stupid. I'm smart. Edge of your seat stuff. Woo! Close. We drew a lot of lands that game, too. We drew a lot of lands. Why did they concede? I mean, they must have drawn a land. And like I said, if we got to untap there, the game was over. Like, I think unless we like drew like 5 lands in a row. Grist starts making tokens. You draw a million cards off Tracker. Like, yeah, no predictions, I know. Oh boy. Death Cloud? Death Cloud's a little much. Death Cloud's a little much, I think. Whew. 23 lands, too many? I mean, maybe. I gotta play like a Canopy. Like, Canopy lands take too much damage, I think. We're taking a lot of damage from Thoughtseize and Bitter Blossom. The only real life gain of a deck is Vraska or Nissa Ultimate. So the life loss is like a little bit much. Maybe we could have played some Inquisitions over the Thoughtseizes, but Tower Striker's the nut. Dragon Slayer 1247 says, okay, I'm starting to see why Tower Striker is actually the nut. Let's hear it for Tower Striker. Let's go. They're not playing Mana Strider. They're definitely just, I assume they're just blue-white humans. They played no red lands except for the one canopy, which is just like an off-color canopy. So, Yeah, I assume they weren't playing Mana Shredder. It's like a blue-white humans deck, more of like a Death and Taxes-y human deck. Let's go. Dusty Marrow's keeping the sub going. Appreciate that. Want to remind you all, check out bcwsupplies.com. Best gear in the market. Not close. BCW Supplies. Paper Magic's coming back, folks. And you're going to need to protect your cards. Elite 2 deck guard sleeves. Best sleeves out there. Most price efficient. Highest quality. We got the deck lockers, binders, card sorting trays, boxes. If you need it to store your Magic cards, pull them out of the closet and get them into nice binders. And bcwsupplies.com. Promo code Jim10. It's 10% off your order. And bcwsupplies.com. And we are still waiting for a match. Also check out MTG Melee for Insight Esports and running insanely good events. This Saturday is a $5,000 standard open. Look at that prize pool. Look at that prize pool. Prize the top 32. It's only $20 if you sign up by the 11th. $20 to play, $5,000 prize pool. Check it out, Insight Esports. That's this Saturday. It's my birthday party, so I'm not playing in that one. They also have a team open on Sunday. You got to go to their Twitter for information on that one. They're playing. It's a team open, historic, unified. Sounds really fun, but I'm playing a poker tournament on Sunday, so a little birthday weekend for me. So I will not be playing Magic this weekend, but definitely recommend you play those events. Super, super awesome. Check them out. And go follow me on Twitter. Of course, follow me on Twitter. This is me yesterday. It's, Twitch, of course, catching my best self. Ah, there we go. My best self. Round 3 on the play. What's it build in Modern? I'm not sure, honestly. It's a pretty volatile time to build a deck, you know. Sand's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Please, for the love of God, don't suspend Search tomorrows. All right, Noble Hierarch's fine. All right. I mean, hand's good. Let's take 3 here. Bolt the Bird. We have Bitter Blossom into Grist, which is pretty awesome, so... What are they doing here? Some sort of, like, Domain Zoo deck? Definitely a game I would have loved to bet on the play. Bitter Blossom into Grist on the play is pretty awesome. Obviously, Planeswalkers defending themselves is good. What do you got for me, opponent? We got a green in the mana pool. A Sprawl. Oh, is this like an Enchantress deck, maybe? No, double Sprawl. Okay, that's a lot of mana. Can't bolt those birds. I guess we're going to play Bitter Blossom. And, Sure. Maybe it's Enchantress. I don't think you'd play Noble Hierarch and Enchantress. I think you would play Arbor Elf first, obviously, unless we're playing like more mana creatures. Enchantress seems really bad for us. Once again, we don't really interact. I think we interact with creatures very well, but they just have nothing. All right, what's going on here? We can go find out, but I'd rather play Planeswalker, I think. They could have company here, I guess. So... maybe play Nissa over Grist. I don't know what company decks play Utopia Sprawl. It's pretty weird, but like, what else could it be, kind of thing. Play Nissa. We have blockers, obviously, and then of course Grist can kill things next turn. Heliod Company. Do they play Sprawl though? All right, well then, so be it. Don't hit Spike Feeder Heliod, I guess. You know, like I don't know what to tell you. Arbor Elf, nothing. Skyclave Ranger Captain. Ugh. All right, they're going to hit my Nissa, and they're going to go get a Walking Ballista. That's really good, I guess. That's really good. They have another company, too. God, you sicko. All right. This will block. I mean, we're going to, like, Grist kill Skyclave. They have another company too. They're an animal. They're just a freaking animal. All right, we'll Thoughtseize them. All right. Only a Spike Feeder. I mean, so if they have Heliod in their hand, they have infinite mana. I guess we're going to find out, right? Auriok Champion, Spike Feeder, Walking Ballista. We don't... Auriok Champion's like annoying because it does allow for a lot of life off my Bitter Blossoms and crap, but I don't think it's like that bad. I think Ballista is the worst card here. And second Spike Feeder. If they didn't have a Spike Feeder, I would kill their Spike Feeder. I mean, I guess I could like kill Spike Feeder or take Spike Feeder, but take the Ballista. Take Ballista, play Grist. Sack a Fairy, kill the Skyclave. Yeah, Grist has been real good. We haven't drawn the Squirrel like once. We drew that one game against Valakut and haven't drawn it since. It's like the main purpose of a deck. Squirrel seem freaking great. What do you mean? Like, Squirrel makes 2 tokens off Bitter Blossom every turn. Makes 2 tokens off Grist. Like, the one game we drew it, the Squirrel popped off. We put, like, 15 power into play over 2 turns, but, like, they just killed us with 1 card, so it didn't matter. Sacrifice this. Kill this. So we get a 3/3 and a 1/1 flyer. We were at 11. We do have the Westvale Abbey and 2 tokens a turn at the moment. So basically, we just like don't draw Heliod. Unfortunately, we can't really stop them from Heliod, and they have a feeder in play and a feeder in their hands. We can't even kill the feeder. Grist will eventually kill more things as the loyalty goes up. They drew Heliod. No. That's also not good. Alright, that's a pretty good draw. Sure. Now they can, like, move counters around and make things really big. Alright. Let's draw a spell next turn. That's all I want to do is draw a spell. Or Tower Striker. Either or. Go on. Tell me more. Squirrel Braids. Squirrel Braids. The coolest deck you'll ever see. We're 1-1, but that's okay. We're having a wonderful day. Watch out for Squirrel Braids. That's kind of weird they didn't attack with the Ranger. They could like move to counter onto it and stuff. They also didn't cast Auriok Champion. They have Feeder Auriok Champion in hand. Alright, so make a token. And draw another land, of course.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
It's not real. I just don't understand. Alright, make a token. Mill a card. We mill another land. Cool. And just play Catacombs and say go, I guess. So move a counter off Spike Feeder and put it onto... You can put it onto itself? It's not another target creature? Man, Magic cards back in the day. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. All right, so now Spike Feeder has 3 counters on it. Sure. So it's an infinite factory of counters. It can just like put more counters on itself and spread them out. That's so sick. Yeah, I mean, Abby goes nuts next turn, so... They're going to attack Grist and then Grist. And they have the ability to move counters essentially everywhere. I think this is fine. I think Grist dies, make a token at Westvale Abbey, kill him in 2 turns. I guess more than that, but... just like an all-in Abbey game, I think. So, yeah. Saving Grist here is, like, impossible, so Grist is going to die. They can go Champion Feeder here. It's not a life. It's a lot of life. Or plays feeder champion. Whatever. It's just, what's the difference? You know, what's the point of life here or there? Who really cares, you know? Why play things in the right order? So if I draw a tracker, I feel like I'm definitely making a Westville Abbey next turn, so I'm just going to crack this. Get a duel. All right, untap. I mean, it might just die anyway, honestly. We're going to gain 9, but they can probably do 17 damage next turn. Now you show up, you bastard. All right. 9. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They can do 16 if my math is correct. If I draw a land, they can do 18. But whatever. Just freaking do it. We are probably dead, but Ormondal. I guess I can just not attack. I have a blocker. They attack with everything. I block the biggest thing. 3, 6, 7. This just sacks anyway, though. So I got to block the Conclave Mentor. Attacking and holding up. I could have like, oh, you know what? It might have been better to do that. Just like play Abby, say go, block with all the tokens, then make Ormondal. Yeah, I might have screwed up. So they just swing with these 3 creatures, and we're at 8. Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah. I think I screwed up, I think I screwed up. So 17 to 8. They have to not have a land in their hand, basically. Yeah, so we're dead. They have like 1 over lethal, I think. Yeah, so the right play was to leave all the tokens back, block with everything, and then make Ormondal. Maybe it's not lethal, actually. Maybe I was double counting the spike feeder counters. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's only 16, actually. Oh, Bitter Blossom kills us. No! Wait, no, it doesn't. No. We're good. I actually literally can't do math.
Sup, Jim.
All right, let's draw a Planeswalker. We need a Planeswalker right now. Or Utopia Sprawl, I guess. I think we're back to being dead. Oh. Who was that? Resub. Rick's Fix. Thanks so much. Oh, they're just dead. Never not. They gain life. We go to 10. They move some counters. We play Chatterfang. And we pray to whatever god we believe in to not die. Pray to your god. Alright, so we're 10. They can move some counters around. 2 blockers might do it, folks. You might steal this game. They can obviously draw Heliod at any point, but so here, and I guess actually it's here and here. Here and here. So they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we're super dead. Yeah, we're dead like 10 times over. They move the counters from the spike feeder to other things, and then we die. Yeah, we're just dead. All right, whatever. What are you gonna do? Yeah, so we're dead by like 3 or 4 points, I think. Squirrel can try and kill the champion. It only sacrifices squirrels. Oh, wait. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We died a Bitter Blossom anyway. So yeah, we're dead. All right. I mean, we were actually in that game despite like super good draw, double company, Skyclave on my Bitter Blossom. You know, it's kind of cool. I'm feeling a little light on removal, honestly, but that's okay. Toski. I don't have to bring it in. Like none of our sideboard cards seem good against these decks. I definitely want Thoughtseize against them. I'm still running back. They were playing too many lands. Like, we've drawn like 100 lands every game. We're only playing 23, but maybe that's too many. Maybe I want like 21-ish. Not sure. Not sure. The ability on Chatterfang, you can sacrifice X squirrels to give a creature plus X minus X to end of turn. Oh, wait, Force of Vigor can kill Heliod. That's true. But is that even, like, good? Yeah, the first thought was to play Company in this deck, but, like, I think that, like, the spells and the braids are kind of important. I don't really know. All right, so on the play. I just have a good hand here. It's a pretty good hand. It's a pretty good hand. I can keep this. Turn 2 Grist into Braids. Oh, their Force doesn't exile. Got it. I thought Force exiled, like Force Negation does. I don't know about that, Jim. I don't know, Jim. I mean, Grist into Braids is pretty sweet. They have no 1-drop, too. Dope. Land? Land. You do this every game, you know? This is awesome. This game's like literally over already. Unless they have a path for the Braids. Oh, I don't think so, Jim. Warlock Champion? Whatever. Draw Squirrel? I love Draw Squirrel. Game. Blouses. Alright, you're up. You're up, opponent. GLHF. Good luck beating Braids. Good luck beating Braids. I mean, this is a good hand for us, but like we just drew our cards, right? Like we just drew an Elf and a Grist, a Planeswalker, and a Braids. Could have been another Planeswalker. Could have been a Utopia Sprawl. They're gonna Skyclave my Braids. That's annoying, but like not that bad. Let's Thoughtseize them and see what's up. Their hand is Path, Ranger, Skyclave. Let's hit the Skyclave. Kill this thing. Get a 4/4. We're gonna Thoughtseize the something else too and play Bitter Blossom. Take the Path probably because we have Ormondal again. Yeah, so let's take Skyclave, Shock, take the Path. So their hand is Ranger, Canopy. Untap the land. Play Bitter Blossom. Sack creature. Kill this. Get a 4/4. You're up. We have Ormondal next turn. We draw land. Play Captain. They gotta Path the Braids and not Skyclave it. Giving us a 4/4 is like a pretty big deal. They're gonna get an Arbor Elf and play. So they're out. They're out of cards now. Their hands Canopy and Ranger Captain. Sure. Make a token. Tireless Tracker. All those games we drew all those lands. You couldn't show up then, but now you show up this when we actually want to land. You bastard. All right. Send in the 4/4. Yeah, just play it all, I guess. You're up.
Game.
There we go.
Blouses.
See? You just play some cards and do some things, you know? It's a pretty good draw, but we don't really want these brutalities, do we? I kind of want more removal spells. Wish I had 2 more pushes in my deck. But Jones, new sub. What's your name? Where are you from? Welcome, my friend. Let's hear it for Jones. New sub, join the Discord. You're all great. Thanks so much. All right. Good hand here, please. Good hand. That's a really good hand. We're going to keep this one. It's the Battle of the Arbor Elves. More Joneses. Alright, crap. Their hand might also be really good. Fair warning. Or if they have a Skyclave here. Yeah, this is a tough play draw kind of game. They have Sprawl or Skyclave here. We are in pretty big trouble. Not like end of the world trouble, but like not great either. They have Skyclave. Alright. It's Heliod. Oh, they're going to turn 3S. Ugh. That's not fun. Alright. Tilt. That's just so not fun. Okay. Get a forest. Fantastic Gus, correct. So play Fantastic Gus here. Play Arbor Elf. Die to Infinite Life combo. I really hate these Heliod decks, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, yeah, you got your 2-card combo. Good for you. Lame. We're gonna tee off next turn also. They just like turn 3 comboed on the play. We don't really like interact great with it, so we probably couldn't have stopped it. I guess if we actually on the play, we would have won this game on the play. Because we would have had this squirrel up with a way to -1/-1 this. I mean, it's like the 3rd game in like the last few hours where like we got turn 3'd in the play. But if we were on the play, we probably would have won. It's so stupid. Next turn we have Tile Tracker, double Clue, double Squirrel. Yeah, I've seen a Squirrel video more times than I can count. Our son loves it. Yeah, we can't deck them either. We could like Braids them in theory, but I don't know if we could actually win a game. They have Infinite Life. Like, oh wait, yeah, we can. We're not done yet, folks. We're not done yet. We got Vrask in our deck. I'm gonna go off next turn. This game's not over. This game's not over. We can totally win. We're gonna make a bunch of crap next turn. We have a bunch of mana. We just draw Braids. We just whittle the board down to nothing. And then, I mean, the Chatterfang plus Tracker and Squirrels is gonna be really, really good. So, how much will the game before passing? It's a personality test, you know. It's a personality test. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Yeah, we can lock him out of the game and just like kill him with Vraska. All right, everyone, place your bets. Place your bets, please. If you're watching on YouTube, go down in the comments, place your bets. What life total are they going to stop at? I will gift a sub if you get it right. Oh, never mind. Too late. Too late. Too late. They stopped. Sorry. Sorry. I thought they were going to keep going, but they stopped. Boring. Oh, it's Braids.
Bingo! All right.
So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. We can do it. We're 100% going to win this game. I guarantee victory. I guarantee victory. So, oh, I screwed up. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Whatever. It's fine. I don't need the extra clue. It's not a big deal. Play this. Get Swamp. It's not actually gonna matter that much. It's just funny. All right, get a Swamp, get a Clue. Clue gives me a Squirrel. Untap this. Tap it. Untap this. Tap it. Play Braids. Sack Squirrel. Kill Arbor Elf. I even got Forest Walk. Freaking Forest Walk here, alright? Attack of my Forest Walker. And they're just 100% dead. I guarantee victory, immediately punts, yeah. We have fetch land for more clues and squirrels, too. Yep, game's over. And I feel like them sacking feeder there and not getting 200 more life. Yep, that's game.
Game. Blouses.
That's what I'm talking about. Infinite life, suck my nuts. It's a squirrel joke. Suck my nuts. Come on. Come on.
After it was all over, he took us in the house and served us pancakes.
2-1 just beat Infinite Life turn 3 on the play. Infinite Life on the play. Let's hear it from me. There we go. Yeah, they're probably like, in paper, I can never lose this game. Stupid. I don't know why you play like online, honestly. But even with Infinite Life, we still would have won. We would have cleared their board with Braids and the Squirrel, and we would eventually played Vraska and Ultimate and won the game. So, and I would have loved every minute of the finish. I would have loved to have finished that game out. I would have loved it. I would have had the best time. I would have had Tireless Tracker in play and Braids in play for like 10 turns, and I would have had the greatest time of all time. The greatest time of all time. They would literally never have any permanents in play, and we would draw Vraska eventually and just freaking kill them. I would have had the best time. Having a wonderful time. All right. 2-1. If you haven't followed, should be that follow button. Of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. That was freaking awesome. So yeah, our draw that game was like what we're looking for, you know? What we're trying to do. Best card ever printed. I mean, soundboard punt. Soundboard punt. Hi's a new sub. What's your name? Where are you from? Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Have to sandbag all 4 paths of planes. The problem is like, yeah, right. They need to sandbag all 4 paths and a planes each time for each Braids in our deck. And the thing is that the Squirrel will also kill everything too, because every Squirrel is a -1/-1 for a future turn. So like, they'll never actually have a creature in play either. So no decay. Why do you want decay? I wonder when I'm going to get to a point where I train Twitch chat to tell me why they want a card instead of asking me why I'm not playing it. It's never going to happen, is it? I don't think it ever is. I talk about it a lot. I know it might be your first time here. I'm like mad at you in particular, but so much easier for discourse. Just tell me why you think the card should be there, not asking why I'm not playing it. All right, on the play. It's a pretty bad hand. It's a pretty bad hand. Yeah, but what problem are you trying to solve with decay? Like, why do you want decay? You know? I'll never be able to do that. Hooligan's been trying for years. Yeah, I know. You know, I think that Twitch chat needs to go to clown college. I think the Twitch chat needs to go to clown college. We're gonna mulligan this hand. It's just pretty freaking bad. If this is Tireless Tracker, like maybe we keep, but I want to mulligan.
Thanks for that you do, Jim smiley face.
Who's that? Reach. Thanks, Reach. 14-month resub. Our moderator, Reach. Thanks so much. Gonna keep this. Ship a grist. Hand's fine. Not amazing, but fine. Twitch chat dropped that at Clown College? Probably. Thoughtseize. Stony Brook, hell yeah. Elves? Let's take the 1-drop here, right? They have War Master, Elite, Realm Walker, Anthem. Yeah, take the 1-drop for sure. Just like stop them from double spelling. It's a little bigger. Couldn't even be like Elvish Mystic. It had to be exactly Llanowar Elves. I think we're going to lose this game. They're going to put like 9 permanents in play next turn. All right. I guess. We don't handle a deck going super wide very well. Honestly, like I don't really have any cards like that can deal with that. You know, this deck needs freaking Plague Engineer. This could also be a Court of Calling deck in theory. But ended up not being. We're going to play, I mean, Grist first or Nissa first? We're so dead. Like, we're so dead. They just make 6 creatures next turn, and they have an Anthem a turn after that. I don't know what our path to victory is this game. Grist makes bigger creatures. It makes 1/1s. What do you mean? Next turn, they're going to go Dwin's Elite, or whatever. War Master Dwin's Elite. Shit. Deck needs more Plague Engineers. But yeah, I think Court of Calling, I thought about playing Court of Calling because it can get Braids. And you could do like a Court of Calling package, but maybe then you want like Wall Roots or something like that. I don't even know though. I thought that kind of changes things a lot. So, right, like Elves doesn't really have like one important card. They just have a bunch of like crappy cards, and like we deal with one creature pretty well. But if they had drawn that land or Elves, you know, like yeah, Plague Engineer would also have been good against the human deck too. Yeah, we just like don't have any good sideboard cards in matchup at all. Yeah, we should have actually nothing. That's been a problem most of these games, is we don't have a good answer to like a lot of creatures. Even like Damnation or something like that, you know. Core can also get Grist too, correct. It is clunky though, you know. I think if you're playing Core, you probably also want to move away from the Arbor Elf thing. Play more like actual land or elves and creatures and stuff, but Sylvan Anthem does stop. What's it called? Plague Engineer. Sylvan Anthem in this deck? Maybe. Honestly. So they played Anthem. Forest. Spell? Fatal Push? Something? Braids. Braids. I guess we're playing Braids, but not great against War Master. I can always sack the Braids if I need to. Braids is definitely worth it. I mean, this is just like not a good Braids matchup. Braids has been insane so far. Did your company too? Come on. No? Even as War Master Dwin's Elite, it's like pretty insane, you know? Just like 2 extra tokens. Yeah, it's kind of cool. The Anthem also like will scry for each token we make off each thing, which is pretty nice, honestly. It's a lot of scrying. It's kind of cool, but like it's a little thin. 4-mana Gideon. It's pretty hard to cast. Watch Company be on top and try to cast it, maybe. This is a new set, yeah, new card. Sylvan Anthem. I don't know why green gets a better Crusade than white does, but green just gets every other ability from every other color anyway, so why not, right? Minus Grist on Realmwalker. No, they just sacrifice the Realmwalker actually. They don't have a third land, and they want to be able to guarantee War Master into Dwin's Elite. So, nope, they drew Company. Okay, so our top card is Company, and our best chance to win is them whiffing. So, it's possible Bitter Blossom isn't good enough. Bitter Blossom does play very well with the Squirrel though. So, sure, white doesn't have Crusade anymore either. Sure, and for good reason, by the way, for good reason. New Among Us news? What's that? You've missed so many of the brews? Aww. Well, good lucky for you. They'll all be on YouTube, and the article tomorrow will have all the decks in there. So, New maps, new roles, new colors, new game modes. Cool. Nicole's been playing like these Among Us like mods. They have like different roles and stuff. She plays with Caroline and then their crew. Chatterfang works with Lingering Souls. Yeah, but the problem is Abzan, like Bloodghast and Lingering Souls are pretty good in this deck, but you don't want to cast them. You want to get them in the graveyard first. That's kind of hard to do. And like that changes the flow of the deck like a lot. So what the hell are they doing? Like, what is going on? We're just in their end step. Mayonnaise. You've seen the Heliod in this one, so you caught the bookends. You caught the number 1 and number 10. Luckily for you, is 8 more decks. 8 more decks. Thing is, once you start playing like cards like Sigil Supplier, now like the deck slows down, and now Graveyard Hate's really good against you. So, what's the most fun brew? This one's up there. This one's up there. I mean, if we draw like Fatal Push, I think Fatal Push exactly would be pretty good here. Honestly, the Squirrel will be really good too. Affinity was really good. I don't know what's happening, folks. Everyone go Coalesce. Go to Coalesce and buy something, will you? Real estate classes, my friend. My pleasure, Dawn Knight. Thank you for being here. Everyone go follow me on YouTube and check out 10 New Brews. They're all going up. Oh, wait. They're doing stuff now. They're passing priority to Braids. So we're just going to sacrifice a land here. I mean, like, I can't believe it didn't just play War Master and wins Elite. Like, what if this company misses? They just, like, lose the game on the spot, right? Like, spell. 1 mana spell. Fatal Push. Thoughtseize. That is a 1 mana spell, I guess. All right, we'll start there. This will force them to call the company response. Whiff. 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 Sorry. Whiff. 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 Archdruid, Dwin's Elite. Not a whiff. Not a whiff. Igor's actually upstairs, so. Alright. I need to scry 1,000 times. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we get to take the one of the token makers, but like, Braids is pretty bad here. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Braids is good in most matchups, not ones like this one. Take the War Master, I guess. All right, and now we got to play Nissa. Make a plant. And I guess just sacrifice the plant to kill the Archdruid. Yeah. Unfortunately, Braids is totally awesome, except for the Elves matchup, you know, or like the real, like, vomit my entire hand on turn 2 matchup, you know? You can always block with Braids, or they drew another company. Are you serious? Whiff. 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 They've also drawn, like, insane this game. Like, they drew the card I thought seized on turn 1. They finally hit, like, a little bit of a snag here by only getting 1 card off of their company. All right, this attacks Grist, so we're going to block with the Braids. Block with Braids, make a token, kill the War Master, and hopefully draw, like, a good creature. I can't keep Braids here, right? Can I keep Braids here? We do have 2 active Planeswalkers. So block with Insect, sack a land, make plant, make sack plant, kill War Master, say go. They sack a land, and they still have a Dwin's Elite in their hand and a Realm Walker. Like, if they didn't have so much stuff, you know? The problem is, like, Braids is hurting us, and we have to use our tokens to stay alive kind of thing. This is game one. Game one. Yeah, and all of our scries are giving them better draws, too. That is true. That is true. What can I draw here? Can't draw tracker. If I draw this squirrel, we go nuts. I'm just gonna play to draw a good card. Let's draw a freaking squirrel. Give me freaking squirrel. Squirrel. It's not a squirrel. So go nuts. Yeah, that's the idea. I could always sack Braids that kills me. That's kind of bad too. All right, play Arbor Elf. Make a token. We can also play for the ultimate on Nissa. Minus plant, kill War Master. This card's really good in this deck. Alright, say go. Braids you again. We can't sack any more lands. Braids is probably blocking his turn, so... If we just drew Squirrel, it would be like fine, I think. Squirrel would make 4 tokens immediately. Sack a land? Alright. It is impressive that we're still in this game, I'm not gonna lie. Like, their hand was really good, and like, their deck is insanely good against Braids, and we're like still actually in this game. Alright, they play a land. We can take hits. They're not attacking us, they're attacking our planeswalkers, obviously. They're going to attack 2 things at Grist. So, Braids is done. We're done with Braids. We're going to chump block here. Alright. I mean, sure. Draw Squirrel, please. Play Realm Walker. If we're feeling desperate, we can just kill the Realm Walker with the Grist and the... Actually, no, we can't. Never mind. That's pretty good too, Realm Walker and Sylvan Anthem. Squirrel. 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 Come on, Gus. Come on, Gus. We mill the land. Now we're in trouble? Yeah. I agree, we're in trouble now. Again, the fact that we're even in this game is pretty wild. Should I sack Braids instead of the Grist? What? So everything attacks Grist, it's dead. You've killed my Grist. You finally got there. We need to draw another Grist and kill this Realm Walker. Scry. Scry bottom. Scry bottom again, please. Set up straight. Top? Damn it. They cast 2 companies this game. They curved it like a crazy person. Oh, man. This ult is gain X, draw X for number of lands you have, but it's not going to go off, unfortunately. They have enough attackers, so... A little more of this game could have been ours. A little bit more. So this is dead. Mystic. Scry. That was off top of their deck, right? Quirion Ranger. Those are pretty big upgrades, honestly. Sylvan Anthem and Quirion Ranger are both pretty big gets for the elf deck. Alright, whatever. Alright. The fact that we were even in that game, like if it didn't draw that Lanner off on turn 1, we might have won that game. We might have won that game. If it didn't draw the card, the exact card we thought seized, we might have won that game. Alright. I'm gonna bring in Brutality. I think we still like want Braids. It's just like what our deck is kind of thing. Bring in Brutality. I might shave like a Bitter Blossom and a Braids. I think I still want Braids. I'll shave a land. We've drawn a lot of freaking lands. I'll shave a forest. Worst Plague Engineer, I know. What I agree with the wisdom in Reddit saying Urza Saga wasn't playtested as bannable. I don't know if they playtested or not, but I've said this multiple times in the last 2 days that Urza Saga is the best card in the set. It's not close and will not be legal next year at this time. It's pretty good. I'll keep. Far Sprawl. Hopefully draw a 3-drop. If not, we'll just Thoughtseize. Put him all against a 6. All right. Yeah, our sideboard's pretty bad, I think. Sideboard's pretty bad. Obviously, if you're just tuning in, like, these are all brews. I mean, I built the deck and started playing it, so none of these decks are optimal, obviously, because I just built them, so sideboard can use some work. Gitrog, I mean, Gitrog's cute. All Gitrog ever is cute. It's not a very good card. Your Quarter Calling is a potential path for the deck for sure. Planeswalker? Braids. Sure. Rand is insane again. 2 lands, all spells. Oh my god. Company, Archdruid, Realmwalker. They play Archdruid, we Vraska it. Maybe just Braids them. Yeah, I'm taking Company. I'm taking the card that has them. And like Realmwalker is kind of a problem too, but Company is like the biggest problem, I think. Jessica, I had Historic. I haven't played Historic in a bit. I don't know. Peterland. Fiend Artisan. I mean, the card's like cool, but like, so whatever we play, whatever they play here, we're gonna kill. Quirion Ranger. That's busted. That's really good. That was a sick draw. Now they can play the Archdruid, have 2 creatures in play and not 1. It's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. Alright. Another Sprawl. Okay. I mean, I guess. So, just a, you know, 4-mana kill a creature. Not the best thing of all time, but we are, like, decent on permanence here as far as, like, getting Braids down. They play Realmwalker. They can untap and play Mystic. But then we have, like, a Braids into their, like, they're bouncing their own lands and stuff. Yes, once again, folks, deck list will be in the article on Friday. Article on Friday. My kingdom for a Plague Engineer. My kingdom. Arbor Elf. Again, Braids isn't bad here. If they pop off with Realmwalker this turn, it's bad, but... If we can draw an answer to Realmwalker, like, this turn, and they can not draw company over the next few turns, I think we're, like, in okay shape this game. You cannot stack enchantments to Braids, unfortunately. Sack the Peterland. Quarian Ranger. Need to draw a way to kill this Realmwalker. Keep Catacombs and play for Tyos Tracker. Tyos Tracker or removal spell. All right. I should have held the tracker, maybe. I think I might want Gingerbread Cabin. That's kind of cool, actually. That's a cool one. If you're a War Master, yeah. I mean, like, that was off the top of their deck, too. We're going to sacrifice this. Tracker, spell, anything. Just please draw a spell. We just cannot draw a spell. It's impossible. Impossible for us to draw a spell. I'm playing it so we can. We're going to sacrifice one to the thing. Just can't actually draw a spell. We're not deck thing. We have Tracker in our deck. Braids is trying her best here. We've drawn what, 4 spells this game? I think we drew the Sprawls too. We've drawn 6 spells this game. Pendelhaven, Combat. I mean, we can double block the Realmwalker and kill it. That's like kind of big game. Abundant Harvest is a cool card. That's a really good one, Zach. That's a very good suggestion. Cycle, Slice, and Dice. I love your old school style Arcbound Torker. All right, spell. Are you kidding me? This is unreal. Yeah, I think if you just cut 4 lands for Boar Abundant Harvest, you might be in better shape here by like a lot. This is obviously a weird matchup, and like if we just had the right cards, you probably crush them, but we don't. Mostly just Plague Engineer, but yeah, we're just dead. All right. Yeah, I mean, like, so many things went wrong in that match, and we were still in both games. So, like, but yeah, cut 4 lands for Abundant Harvest, right? Jeez. Yeah, so, yeah, 4 Harvest is cool. Harvest helps find your, like, obviously find your spells, too, so... Our sideboard seems pretty bad, too. Like, we just don't have anything for creature decks. We've only played against creature decks for the most part, too. Give me, like, 2 Plague Engineers and another push, something like that, or just something. Siding out Braids. I mean, like, the Braids was actually good that game. Like, we were very, very close to, like... With Braids, you're, like, at this, like, tipping point where, like, if you can just, like, tip it over the edge, you just win the game on the spot, you know? We were almost at a tipping point with them. We just couldn't, like, draw that one extra thing to push them over the edge. But... Witch's Cottage. If you have all swamps in play, you get like a creature back top of your deck. 1 Gingerbread Cabin might be fine, honestly. Just like a free permanent from your land. And obviously, Abundant Harvest is also like a pseudo land anyway. So this is sort of like a big spot in our curve, a big miss in our curve here. I've not been impressed with Bitter Blossom, honestly. I just want a card that makes tokens, but. Come on, opponents. Let's go. Finish stronger. This is the last match of 10 new brews. Who's sad this is the last match of 10 new brews? Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Cab makes a squirrel off Gus, too. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. I'm keeping. We have Thoughtseize and a Planeswalker on the play. Or on the draw, actually, but I'm still going to keep. Imperial Recruiters is like another 3-drop in a deck full of 3-drops, right? Canopy, Noble Hierarch. So he played against 5 creature decks in a row. Good deck building, Jim. Look at my sideboard. My sideboard is literally just like anti-artifacts and enchantments, anti-artifacts and enchantments, anti-counterspells, anti-counterspells, anti-graveyard, anti-graveyard. It's like it's 5 creature decks in a row. Shit. Like, just shit. We're a doo-doo. Champion Noble. Manus Rider's like really good against us. They just have like, ugh. I mean, they can't even like cast Manus Rider yet. Yeah, this is the most creature decks I've seen at all. We've seen so many like, you know, Urza decks and Cascade decks and all this stuff. Take the Hierarch. They just have 2 mana. Like, what more do they need, you know? Dark Confidant. Dark Confidant doesn't really, like, fit in the deck very well, I don't think. Can't even cast Booter yet. Just take Champion of the Parish, probably. Slow them down. Hopefully they just don't draw... whatever. I'm starting to hope they don't draw lands. Our hand's pretty bad, so... Kind of a loose keep, but a little bit of a tilt keep, you know? Alright. So... They drew a Meddling Mage. I mean, they're never going to name the right card against us, so... Take Manus Rider, play lands, say go. We're already at 14. Nest Invader. There's a certain bar of power level your cards need to reach in the modern format, and a lot of the cards being mentioned are just below that bar, unfortunately. They're cool cards, but... Fire away, Meddling Mage. Good luck. Pyromancer? We're not playing any spells, really. Like, and Fatal Push. It's a logical name. It's a logical name. I think we're a little behind the 8-ball here. Another Grist. Play Nissa plus. Sucks is like Push is probably the one card I really want to draw here, so we can double spell next turn. Honestly, Braids would be pretty good here. Add Voidwalker. Yeah. Reflector Mage. Oh my god. What a sick draw. Now they have an image for the next Reflector Mage too. This is gross. This is gross. Where you been? It's funny actually because if we had a... Actually, we only too far in play, never mind. Chatterfang. If I play Chatterfang, they just freaking Reflector Mage it. God, you sicko. You sicko. So they just copy the Reflector Mage, bounce whatever I play, attack again for 4. Without Reflector Mage, this game was ready to go, honestly. This game was ready to go. I guess we're just playing this and forcing them to use their thing. Blade of Aether says, feel like this deck is not a fair shake. I think we've run pretty bad, but I think that like part of the running bad has been like just deck building errors. We're playing too many lands. Our sideboard's not built right. Like, you know, it's just a first draft of a deck, obviously. You know, there's going to be cards that are not right. Attacker 4 instead of 4, sure. Well, you've been all my life. If this thing was in play, we'd be fine. We'd have two blockers and we'd be going good. But now they have enough attackers. Maybe we can make some moves here. I don't know. Can't recast this. All right, sure. Tracker does block pretty well, actually. So. All right. Humboldt says, thanks trying these new brews. Helps evaluating card choices and power level of cards. That's the thing. Whatever.
Get off my plane.
Just sick. Oh, fine. Whatever. The whole point of this is to like try out new cards, basically. You know, these decks are not going to all work perfectly. That's just not how things are going to work. But the point is try out new cards, see what works, see what doesn't work, and so on and so forth. All right, we're going to bring out... I'm just going to cut like 2 lands, I think. I think we're just playing way too many lands. Cut like an Overgrown too. A little deck building on the fly here. On the play. Perfect. Keep this. Turn to Gristy. No gut shot, please. Endurance blocks Mantis Rider. They can grow it a lot, too. If Mantis Rider was, like, always a 3-3, maybe, but... That's the card I was most surprised was not very good. I'm not sure, honestly. Alright, let's get a Swamp. Gristy, my boy. Alright. They get a Mantis Rider here and kill my Grist. That would suck. Sure. Fine. Whatever. That's really awkward. So I want to Tracker and Thoughtseize, but I can't Sprawl also, too. Well, yeah, I can. I Sprawl it, untap it, Tracker, fetch Thoughtseize. I can't, like, gain any mana, but... Clue, clue, clue. It's a hit. It's a hit, but Thoughtseize ya. Their hand is insane again. Like actually insane. It's probably Image. All right. So their hand is all spells, double Shardless, Lieutenant. I guess the Vial's bad, but. Where my Braids at? Where my Braids at? They draw an island. They're going to play a Shardless Agent. Cascade into a Noble Hierarch. Perfect. See, things can turn around our way a little bit. That was a pretty good sequence for us. Yeah, I think Agent's like just bad in humans. It just seems bad to me. Play the Vial, sure. So, take 5. We do need to find an answer to this Mantis Rider. Sooner rather than later, but... Yeah, Bitter Blossom's been pretty unimpressive, honestly. Alright. Sure. pretty dead, but say go. What are they cutting for Charlottes? I'm not sure. Honestly, the 3-drop slot's pretty chunky. I could see like boarding these in maybe against like the creature deck or the removal heavy decks. Blue 1. Yeah, blue red, blue green 1. Why? I don't want to swing because I want to block whatever they got, kind of thing. Maybe I should have attacked. I don't know. Right. They just drew Champion of the Parish. Here's an agent. They have their entire hand here. They're just playing their entire hand on turn 4. Yeah, I mean, give me some freaking Plague Engineers. It seems good versus removal decks post board, but yeah, pretty gross draw. Maybe I shouldn't have played Grist on turn 2. Maybe just like too high. I mean, like it just dies to Mana Strider. It might have just been wrong. All right, yeah, all right. Play every card in your hand. We got you. Sack a clue, whatever. Take 6. Go to 1. Yeah. All right. Well, a little sad about the result of his deck. His deck was super cool, but our sideboard was just bad. And, like, give me some Plague Engineers who win half those matchups, you know? Like, I think I played bad that game. I shouldn't have cast Grist on turn 2. That was really stupid. I just, like, if I cast Tracker on turn 2 and not Grist, we're probably, like, totally in that game. So, that's just me playing bad. I tilted off, whatever. But, there's 16 creatures in his deck total. So, no company, no. But, yeah, so I would say Bitter Blossom didn't seem great. I don't know what other, like, token maker there is, though. Definitely too many lands. Abundant Harvest is interesting for sure. We just, like, didn't draw Chatterfang very often, unfortunately. Like, Chatterfang was really good when we drew it. We just didn't really draw it that much. And our sideboard is terrible. Just awful. Awful. So that wasn't very exciting either. But splash for Voice of Resurgence? It's pretty bad. Like, there are definitely Abzan cards you could play in this deck, like Lingering Souls and stuff like that. But, yeah. A lot of potential here. I do think that this deck is like the core of the things we were doing was pretty great. Braids was awesome. Chatterfang was surprisingly impressive. But bad matchups, bad play, and bad deck building will tank no matter what you do, right? So that's deck number 10, 10 new brews. My article, coolstuffinc.com, on Friday, which is tomorrow, will have all the deck lists. And no, it's 16 creatures. Well, I guess the Grists, sure. But all the deck lists tomorrow, coolstuffinc.com. Anything misses on YouTube, folks, there are 10 decks all out there ready to go. And that's going to be tomorrow on my cool stuff. And then, of course, on YouTube as well. YouTube, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks, YouTube.